Going through the news, and then I get this like Canadian flag with this like, should Canada apply for the EU? This is because of Hanna impacts. At the very beginning, we had one of those Eastern European countries come in because of the Tuck Journal. They latched on, and we can't get friggin' rid of them. And it's not them only, it's like there's a little pool of them. They're latched on to a human for how many friggin' years? So that tells us we have no more legality. It's part of C3's history because it impacted the United States and Canada, where a lot of people started dying. Today, as when we look at this, I mean, where is EU? Where is Canada? It's part of the Dummification project. When we look at anything on this channel, take it with a grain of salt because it's an injured person narrating, and she's added the loop since 2018. She really tries to narrate as accurately as possible. But one of the biggest culprits was the Armenians inside CSIS, and that's because of the entertainment bit and Olive and all of that. Today it might be China following them as they pose Orthodox Jews, and we don't know where the real Orthodox are. Another problem in the story. Well, as the gangbang continues, the Armenians were originally following the Turks. As 16 years have passed by, now the Indians are posing like the Armenians were following them. They just like to pose. I created such an opportunity for them, for the church opposing, but they're still latched on to a human being, and we just can't get rid of them. So today, the Armenians are posing like they're following the Indians, and China's following all of these players. However, they don't comprehend that as I put my name here and we do a quick search in the Canadian database, there is all my copyright. There's a problem. Blue Mountain Mist has an earlier version, 2014. Somehow it got to 2016. I don't write without getting copyright, but okay. Somehow that did. Could be part of the mental illness bit. Same with Arid Wasteland Reparation. Just the name alone is enough to have given some type of endorsement. Animal to hominid, hands down, that was witnessed by the universities in 2010. Hand delivered too to the anthropology departments. This is record after record. In this whole shebang, Prophet Hanna has received one check from the publisher of Blue Mountain Mist for $2.49. It's not about the jilting. That's disturbing. It's the number of people that they keep killing who are on Hanna's team. So Hanna crawled into a little hole and doesn't want to come out. But it doesn't stop the killing, which makes up C3's history. It's gotten so bad that from 9.5 billion people, we don't know how much is left on Earth. I'm finished. The preliminaries rocked it, and I can't even continue because Canada somehow is joining EU. Canada's a very classy nation. So the first to go in Prophet Hanna's mind is probably CSIS. Followed, just arbitrarily, for no reason. Actually, the first would probably be the Noble, then CSIS, then police, then RCMP, and it went down the list. That is why we are trying to finish. And as they pushed women to a ground, millions died. This is based off a true story now. So we are CCing BBC and all the newspapers, but those are regulated too. So someone's at the top, probably someone Eastern Europe called Dracula as a code name, or Lucifer, or whatever you want to call it. Let him stay on his side, and everything follows them. So the question to the Russians or to the Eastern Europeans, the Romanians, Slavics, or Croats, do I get anything from it? It's 35,000 pages because you're clearly still harassing. Do I get anything out of it? Like, I know you like to travel and have your special ladies on the side and go from town to town stealing and life is good and bringing in Bollywood, so they entertain you, while our countries were crying. So the question is, do I get anything out of it? If the answer is no, then you have to have some type of level of responsibility, some compliance, some regulation, pay some bills. They don't want to do that either. Collapsing the entire planet. Who's gonna regulate these guys? They're frigging slightly off too. There's no one to regulate them. Their captain is missing. They're noble. We are day 10,229. The area is super quiet. That's the way we like it. But we want to continue. And the only way to do that is to subscribe. So we're asking Eastern Europe and Russia and India and China inside CSIS. Do I get anything out of it? Well, if I don't get anything out of it, then stop harassing me. Another interesting fact.